everybody and welcome to hole number 8, a par 4 of the Eagle Peak in the 2nd anniversary tournament. The video is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. Let's go! So, we start off here by saying that this drive is going to be affected more by the wind. It's going to be an over adjustment of 20, that's the wrong direction. If I do like this, then 20% extra. And you can see here that this wind with a 10 mile per hour in our opponent's face is going to be more like 12 miles per hour. Our opponent here is getting straight down, being a little bit lucky, using a slope there that it is, and putting himself in an absolute perfect spot. And in my book there, that is a really great drive. But we do need to have in mind that if we're not getting the roll on the fairway, and you're going to most likely going to see it here now, if we don't getting the roll that we do want, then we could potentially put ourselves too much to the right and have the trees in play. I'm going to rough bump this one. I'm going to bounce in between the trees here. I'm going with as much topspin as I have when I do have a headwind, as much side spin to the left as I possibly have as well. And then I'm going to adjust for a 20% over adjustment here. And then we're going to take a shot. The very important part here in this case is that we're going to need to go with curl. I'm not going with curl here now. And I also hit it great, which naturally is going to push my ball here in the rough. That's good. But the second bounce and the roll is going to be too much to the right. And you will be able to see from my approach shot here that I'm going to have the tree, you can see here directly, I have the trees in my face, which makes the second shot be more like, okay, get it to green and be happy with it. And that's not what we want to do on a par 4. So the thing that you need to do there for the drive is that you need to go with some curl to the left. Not much, just a tiny little bit, so you do help your ball to be pushed to the left when it hits the ground, and then roll more to the left and have an open shot to the pin. If we would be having tailwind for our drive, then we go straight forward. I'm not thinking straight forward for where my opponent is, straight forward on the right, and try to reach as far as possible on the fairway. And again, because have in mind that with a 20% over adjustment with the wind that we're having, it's going to give us more wind with tailwind as well. So a 10 mile per hour tailwind is basically 12 miles per hour tailwind to play with. And that's going to definitely help us go and drive as far as possible. So we do drive as far as possible on the right, and then we do have a short iron or we do have a long iron towards the pin. Take a look at this one now, that I'm going to have the trees in play here, which is unfortunate, but I do have some ball guideline to work with, so it's not the end of the world. I'm going to go max side spin here to help my ball here with a little bit of top spin. I could honestly take away the top spin, as we don't need topspin with tailwind on this particular hole. And then I'm going to adjust for my shot. And even though I don't see the ball guideline, I'm going to, in that case, push myself out a little bit to the left and then go with curl. Going with curl will of course push my ball out to the left, and then it's going to not hit the tree. And in this case, we're getting fairly close to the pin. But of course, the drive is so important to get to where we want to, because otherwise we're going to find ourselves in a tough spot to approach the pin. And on a par 4, we should always find ourselves in a spot where we don't have to have any obstacles in our way to go for the eagle on that par 4. So thank you so much for watching hole number 8 of the Eagle Peak in the 2nd anniversary tournament. The video is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. Good luck in the 2nd anniversary tournament.